Hello Aquarius and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading from April to June 2026 for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Aquarius. What I've done is I've taken your yearly 2026 tarot reading and pulled out the relevant months. Queen of Cups is April, Page of Cups is May, and we have the lovely Star, which is your major arcana. So a poignant period for you in June. That is your next 3 months. We're going to pull some additional energies by month, go into the messages. I say what comes to me. As always, take what resonates. This won't be for everyone. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Aquarius? Starting with April period, the Queen of Cups. Message for Aquarius, thank you. Okay, so we have the King of Cups here. King and Queen of Cups can be a couple, a partnership of some kind, or the opportunity for it. We have Justice. And we have the Two of Wands. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. Let's look at the lovely Page of Cups, May period. So we have the World. The Six of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. Let's look at June for you. What do we have for our lovely Aquarians for June? Thank you. We have the Lovers. King of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Swords. So Aquarius, let's look at the Queen of Cups. I mean, this is likely the energy that you are embracing in the month of April. This is about being in touch with your heart, your emotions and your feelings, but how you feel is real. How you feel is guiding you. You're trusting it. You're surrendering to it. That's your strength this month. It's also a very intuitive energy with the Queen of Cups as well. So this is somebody who trusts how they feel, knows what they want in terms of their emotions and feelings, and is letting that guide them. So this is what I see for you here, Aquarius. It was to do with matters of the heart, feelings, emotions, intuition with the Queen of Cups. I say male or female in a general reading with the court cards, but ultimately that is the energy for you. She can be linked with matters of the heart or just how you're trusting your feeling in other situations too. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who is also very much the Queen of Cups' match. So this can be somebody who is offering love. It can be a partner, a spouse of some kind as well, or the opportunity for that with the King of Cups. This is somebody who also knows what they want in matters of their heart, and they're very clear in terms of what they want. They're very clear in terms of how they feel their emotions are directing them now as well. So you might well be just dealing with a person here that's really connected to your heart. Whether it's someone new or whether it's someone who is an existing relationship, this certainly feels here, Aquarius, that in terms of matters of the heart, there is a huge focus for you in the month of April period. We have Justice and we have the Two of Wands. Now, we can sometimes feel like we have to overcome something here, but we know what the right thing to do is with justice. Justice is that sense of cause and effect, actions and consequences. I know I'm at a crossroads, and I know if I don't do something, if I have limitations, barriers, boundaries that are restricting a relationship in some way, I know what the consequences may well be. This is about doing the right thing with justice. It can be very positive in terms of things like marriage as well, justice. But it is all about doing the right thing and knowing what the right thing to do is. With the Two of Wands, this is somebody who is not afraid to take a step forward. So very positive in terms of relationships, whether it's to do with new or whether it's to do with an existing relationship. Not afraid to further it, not afraid to step into the unknown, move things forward. Maybe move beyond where you were comfortable or what was familiar, but you know it's a time of growth. It's a time to decide where are we going, where are we heading. So these energies can be very positive in terms of I know what the right thing to do is and it's time to do it. It's time to take that big step forward. So this is what I see for you, Aquarius. Now, the energy of Justice and the Two of Wands can also be other areas of life. Justice can be very powerful to do with things like contracts, contractual areas. And it might well be if there's some kind of contract being offered to you here, Aquarius. This can be a decision in terms of do we take it, do we not? It might affect the relationship dynamic here. For example, it might mean moving or relocating, but it's not limited to that. So this can be, there may well be some significant contract offered to you and you have to decide whether you go for it or not. But it looks like you're making that choice together. This is the energy here. You know, I also want to say here, Aquarius, and it doesn't feel particularly to do with the relationship itself. For a lot of you, it can also be, do we take steps to get legal advice or guidance? So these energies can also apply here. I mean, that was dropping in. Okay, that's also dropped into me as well. The additional message with this. Like I said, we know the difference between right and wrong. So this can be being very mindful of the importance of a relationship here. But it can represent, sometimes we stay in where it's safe, where the safe zone is, and we don't step outside it because we know that there could be consequences. So, for example, if we're tempted sometimes to do with, I mean, the easiest thing I can describe is like third-party situations, being tempted on that front. This is fully knowing, now I'm going to make my own choices and decisions, and even sometimes choose to stay in the safe zone because I know there are consequences to my action should I do so. So that's also dropping in there. I mean, these energies, like I said, I say what comes to me, but these are the energies. We know the difference between right and wrong. We know the right thing to do with justice, and it represents a choice at some kind of crossroads. And it definitely affects either about the relationship or will affect the relationship. So these are the energies ultimately here in April. So we have the energy of the Page of Cups in May period. So Page of Cups can be a loving message. And it's lovely. It's really uplifting, positive. It links with the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change. It can also be to do with a young person as well as a focus in this scenario as well here, Aquarius. So there could well be a focus of a young person as well in the month of May period. But if it's not to do with loving messages, sometimes for me as a reader, the Page of Cups can represent a message that's coming in that's a really lovely surprise, but you just didn't expect it. So again, there is a message of some kind coming in, or it can be a focus to do with a young person here. Now we have the World, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So when we talk about choices at crossroads in the previous month, and they're not necessarily linked, these energies can actually be about moving to the next level. Six of Wands is very positive to do with let's do it, let's move forward, let's go for it. Very good in terms of marriage as well, the Six of Wands. These would be about moving a relationship to the next level, whether it's to do with new or next level energy. This is absolutely trusting how you feel and being open to move in this direction. So this is a very powerful energy, certainly to do with relationships here, Aquarius, of taking things to the next level and feeling pretty positive and feeling positive about the future, how things are moving forward now. So this is a really powerful sign of that. And again, the Three of Wands, because you really see it going somewhere, and Three of Wands can represent that we're open. We're now open to explore and move in a direction that maybe we haven't been open to before. So this is that sense of the future feels bright, it feels positive, it feels like this is going somewhere, that good things are coming your way, and there's more to come. It's just that sense here of the steps that you're taking here to move things to the next level. It certainly feels you're really upbeat about it, and you're embracing the energy of expansion and growth and seeing where something leads and feeling good things are coming in. Now, I also want to say here, Aquarius, the energy of these can also be very positive in terms of taking things to the next level in things like promotion. So there could well be some unexpected message coming in that's a really nice surprise for you, where you're getting recognised and noticed. This and the Six of Wands, very positive to do with the promotions, achievements, triumph, and feeling that you're getting to a place that you want to be here, but absolutely moving to the next level. We have two victory cards side by side, so really feeling that life is moving forward, life is elevated and moving forward in a very positive way. So you could look at that in terms of career, business, really taking things to the next level. I mean, you could even be doing that with your own business as well, to be honest. I also want to say with the Six of Wands is very positive to do with recognition. So I talk about promotions a lot, but it can be recognition of other kinds. It can be accolades, awards, merits of achievement. It can represent graduation to do with, a course or some educational qualification that you've been wanting to achieve. So, and even having an opportunity, if you do achieve it, even taking things to the next level career-wise as well, but not limited to that. It can be, I've got it, I'm graduated. So there could well be some important graduation where you're getting a merit of achievement in some way. Qualifications, you understand however that manifests for you. But the Three of Wands, really feeling and planning your future, really feeling that good things are coming your way, that things are opening up for you. Life is unfolding in a really positive and optimistic way. So this is what I see for you here, Aquarius, for the month of May period. These are lovely, lovely energies. Now, we have the star really coming into your own come June period. The star is very spiritual, and this is your major arcana. It's the card of Aquarius. You're always linked with the star because you are one of the lights of the zodiac. So this is a real sign of you coming into your own, shining your light. It's your time to shine. But in truth, in greater truth and authenticity than you've ever been before. And really having a clear direction, clear path in terms of how things are unfolding for you and just moving forward in faith. Now, the star is linked with blessings and wish fulfillment. It is one of the wish fulfillment cards. It does require, sometimes we just have to surrender and trust and move forward in faith, but it's leading somewhere beautiful. So you might be needing to embrace something here in June, Aquarius, where you're just surrendering and trusting in your decisions, in your choices, in the path that you're moving forward on, that it is going somewhere and it's leading somewhere beautiful. It's very healing. It represents new optimism. It represents new hope in a scenario as well. So always beautiful with that in any life area. And it can sometimes represent, you might have gone through positive change, or for others of you, it can sometimes come after even challenging change as well. But there's new hope, blessings, and wish fulfillment ahead now, almost like the calm after the storm. So this can be a very powerful omen of that too, that things are feeling more positive and bright for you and you're really coming into your own. Now we have the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So Aquarius, I feel this King of Pentacles is someone outside of this dynamic with the Two of Wands. King of Pentacles can be someone who is solid, stable, secure, and successful. In relationships, they can promise commitment. So it could be, the same King of Cups being really committed and solid and stable. But for a lot of you, I'm really feeling that this is a different person. This certainly feels here, Aquarius, that you have, certainly in business, an opportunity here to, I definitely feel that there is great success coming to you in May period. And this is when we just have to move forward in faith in the month of June in the direction that you feel you could go in. But it also means that there is a path that you don't want to go down anymore. Sometimes we feel stuck, we feel held back, or we feel, no, I don't want to go down that route anymore, or I don't see any future in this particular scenario for me. So this may well be a scenario here where something might well be offered to you here with the King of Pentacles. It could be in business, career, financial, and there's a choice to make. And it might well be here, Aquarius, that you're making a choice, being supported by your relationship. I'm moving down in this direction and I'm just moving forward in faith that this is the direction I'm going in because I don't see a future in this direction anymore. So this can be a very powerful sign here, Aquarius, that you know the direction you're moving in and also the direction that you're not moving in the month of June. And that's a positive thing. But it does link with some choice and decision, and it might well affect you as a relationship. You might be sounding your other half out. But it certainly feels here that whatever this King of Pentacles is offering, it certainly feels here, Aquarius, that you're not moving in that direction. Now, I also want to say this can be a stalemate energy to do with money areas. So if you've been going through some kind of process or experience here, it can represent if you've reached a stalemate. For example, I did say, didn't I, earlier in April period, for those of you who might be seeking legal counsel or contractual support in some way, or official support in some way, it might well be because you don't feel that you're getting anywhere with this King of Pentacles, and you might be just getting that extra official support behind you to see you through something. Now, the star in that respect represents you're absolutely coming into your own. You know how to handle this situation, and there is new hope, new blessings, new wish fulfillment. Just move forward in faith. If you've reached some kind of stalemate with a person, this is that sense of you're absolutely on track. Just keep on doing what you're doing. And there's a choice to do with that. Do we give up? Do we walk away from this? The energy of the star is just have faith in the way that you're approaching this, because there are blessings and wish fulfillment coming in. So if there are stalemates here and you've got a choice to make, this can be that sense of just have faith, in that scenario. Now, the Lovers, like I said, a little bit, to do with April period as well. The Lovers can be to do with choices. You can have choices in love. And it can be, I feel for a lot of you, there is a relationship here, whether it's newly formed or whether it's to do with an existing relationship. But this certainly feels here, Aquarius, that there's something that you don't want to sacrifice this relationship for. If you're being tempted by this King of Pentacles in any way, there's a choice. But I feel for a lot of you, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not moving in that direction because I really do believe that my future lies with this person I'm with. So there could well be some kind of third-party situation rearing up here in the month of June. And again, it's about making your right choices, your decisions in terms of being true to you and knowing, which way you're going. Again, shining your light and understanding this is the direction in truth that I'm moving in. So it certainly feels here, Aquarius, that, again, you know what you're not progressing and you know the direction that you are. And it can represent that you've changed. If this is someone you have history with, certainly romantically, you've changed and you're moving in a direction where you feel that you fit together with another person very positively. And this is that scenario here in terms of I'm moving in this direction because I've changed. I'm not moving in that direction anymore. I'm not being tempted back with maybe an ex of some kind, because I'm absolutely moving in the direction of where there is hope and optimism. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Aquarius? We have conception, number 16. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So we have the energy of conception. I mean, that's very positive to do with things like pregnancy, but it can also be about, we talk about taking things to the next level, making that happen, giving birth to that kind of new energy, whether it's, for in relationships, whether it's in terms of, business and other areas of life. This is the new energy coming in. Let's see what we have for you as an angel message. What do we have for our lovely Aquarians? We have Archangel Metatron. You have a divine calling. God and the angels are recruiting you. Where you are is where you have been strategically placed. Trust that what you are facing now has everything to do with what you are here to heal, and that it will lead to a life that is aligned to meaning and purpose. You are here to make a difference, and it must begin with where you are right now. Your activation message: I am ready to fulfill the call of my soul. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you as a final message from Spirit. What does Aquarius need to hear to finish off this reading? Thank you. Message from Spirit. We have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. And you're being reminded of your strength, your inner power. Aquarius, that's what I have for you for the next 3 months, April to June 2026 for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful next 3 months, I should say. I will see you next time.